Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Rodriguez and my artifact analysis is over the Dove Real Beauty Sketches commercial. Over the years, the beauty care company Dove has taken the initiative to spread body and self-esteem positivity, specifically towards women, in an effort to highlight the struggles that many young women face today. Society's standards of beauty have been reshaped throughout the years, and more women are encouraged to find beauty within their own imperfections, and this commercial focuses on showcasing the struggles women face when they're asked to describe themselves to a sketch artist. This commercial was shown on TV, which I now found on YouTube, in an effort to fit inside the societal context of slogans and ads that encourage women to be confident in their own beauty. The primary target audience would be women of all ages, as shown in the ad, young and old, and to highlight the beauty we should find within our own imperfections. As a young woman, I'm always super aware of how I present myself, how I look to other people, and I notice that oftentimes I'm my own worst critic, as many of the women noticed in the ad as well. Like I mentioned above, the intended effect for this ad was to portray the difference between the way we describe ourselves and others, specifically women. Each person described the flaws that they saw in their own reflection and highlighted the attractive features of others when the sketch artist was drawing them. The unintended effect was probably the self-reflection part at the end of the video, as the women saw a comparison of their own description of themselves and the description of what others gave of them. Regardless of age or gender, young people often compare themselves to unrealistic standards, and this commercial shows that the smallest imperfections that we see are something that goes unnoticed when others see us. My hypothesis is that once people see this video, it will inspire them to find beauty in their own image, especially women, and embrace their own appearance, and develop a greater self-esteem. As the women were asked to describe their physical features to the sketch artist, they focus on the scars, freckles, and overall flaws that they saw in the mirror. When someone else described them, they were surprised to see how beautiful the sketch looked in comparison to their own description. Some looked brighter, happier, and all around more beautiful than their own description of themselves. Using this information in the field of communication and any other area of life is appropriate because we can compare the experiences that these women had in the video to other areas in communication. These women only communicated the flaws that they saw in their outward appearance and didn't communicate all of the other features that they had. They let themselves be defined by the negativity that they saw instead of highlighting the positive features. The same example can be applied to other areas such as personal and professional goals. In conclusion, the Dove Beauty commercial doesn't ask us to change the way we view others. Instead, it asks us to appreciate our own beauty and see ourselves in a more positive light. We gain a new perspective on the struggles women subconsciously face, such as putting themselves down or describing themselves negatively, and at the end, we hope to change this behavior and improve our self-reflection. When the women saw the end result of what the sketch artist had drawn, they were shocked to find that others found a beautiful, and they remembered them as beautiful and bright and all around happy, whereas when they described themselves to the sketch artist and they saw that image, it was dull, gray, and it looked devoid of life. They instead focused on bettering themselves and reflecting on the long way that they had to go to accept themselves for who they were, instead of focusing and finding negativity in what they looked like or how they acted or how they seemed. Overcoming our own expectations of beauty is sometimes just as hard as not comparing ourselves to society's beauty standards. It's sometimes harder to accept ourselves for who we are and to find the same beauty that others see in us. Examining this commercial from start to finish, the women slowly realized that they were their own worst critic. Where they saw flaws, others saw beauty. Thank you for listening to my video.